myself. My name is Lolita Jacintho, and thank you for having me on your podcast. I am a registered nurse by profession. I'm a unit supervisor for a pretty busy labor and delivery room unit. I've been a nurse for over 30 years. Also venturing into the entrepreneurship. I do have a home-based business as well. And all that, trying to stay active. The hardest task I had in my 30 years, I think, is the time that I spent in med-surg oncology. Back then, as a primary nurse, you would get your cancer patients back for their routine chemotherapy, and at a certain point, you knew they would come back and that was going to be their last visit. So over that period of time during their treatment, of course, you establish very strong relationships with the patient and family. And so when that time came for that last visit and you knew as a nurse that they were not going to make it back home to their families, that was hard. During the pandemic is staying healthy, staying COVID-free. Working on the front line as a nurse during this pandemic definitely brings a lot of challenges. I work in labor and delivery, so studies have proven that a lot of pregnant women can be COVID positive but be asymptomatic, which proves a big challenge for my unit. When pregnant women come in laboring, we can't turn them away, but we do have to protect their families as well as my staff. So yeah, it provides a lot of challenge. Biggest adjustment, I think, for myself and my staff is when we do have a COVID positive patient, there is a lot of personal protection equipment that must be worn by the staff. And because this pandemic is worldwide, there are some glitches with equipment and supplies. So, for instance, with my hospital, when we have our protective gowns, we had gotten these little plastic bag gowns, and they literally were yellow plastic bags. So when you have that plastic bag on, you have your gloves on, you have your Barracuda respirator on, and you have a facial shield on. All of that is very heat producing. So you have your challenges. We have a negative pressure room where we will deliver those positive patients, because when a pregnant woman is getting ready to deliver, there's a lot of exchange of respiratory secretions and breaths and so forth that are taking. So we deliver those women in a negative pressure room so that those germs are emitted out of the hospital. Well, that's a loud apparatus in my hospital. And then also the warmth, the sweating underneath all of that gear, the noise level during the delivery. Everyone has the mask on, so everyone's voices and commands and things are all muffled. Makes it very hard and challenging to deliver a child. And also, if mom is positive, we also have to explore, are we going to separate mom from the baby? I think, when it comes to black moms, everything certainly curtails on mom's knowledge level of what's going on. A lot of moms are very proactive when they're first pregnant. They seek knowledge. They seek out what the labor experience, should be for them. They make plans if they're going to have childbirth classes. And then these are mostly, insurance paying moms. But when we look at our moms that come from, lower socioeconomic areas, those moms may have some challenges. Some of those moms may not have insurance. Some of those moms may be on Medicaid and have to go to a clinic. And some of the challenges that I'm finding, like in this DMV area, there have been some hospitals with labor and delivery room units that have been closed down, like Greater Southeast, for instance, and Southeast DC. And so when you close down labor and delivery room unit in a particular hospital, where do all those women go? I read an article a couple weeks ago. Actually, it wasn't even an article. It was a documentary that talked about the state of Georgia and some of the counties in Georgia. Their labor and delivery suites, there are not enough of them for the population of a certain demographic area. So, some of these moms, that found themselves pregnant literally had to travel like 2 hours to get to a facility. Some moms in that situation may not have the transportation to travel for 2 hours. Some moms who in this day and age don't have insurance, we lose our insurance for a number of reasons. And if you don't have insurance, you can't get care. And then a lot of moms with job changes, or a spouse or really a spouse getting a job with insurance. If a mom is at a certain gestational point, some clinics or private physician groups won't pick mom up at that gestational period, and so they find themselves showing up, without any care in an ER or on a labor and delivery room unit. And in that situation, we don't know what's going on with mom because she hasn't had any care. And if this mom is a high-risk mom and is having complications, then we got to really start from scratch and figuring out what is wrong and provide a proper treatment plan. How do I stay fit at my age? Well, for me, it's pretty simple. When I look at health and wellness and staying fit, I like to keep things simple. And for me, it's easy. As a child, I was very athletic. Through high school, I was always on athletic teams, as well as through college. So, when it comes to that, disciplined regimen of a workout, it's something that, I welcome. I'm not new to it. And then working labor and delivery at my age. Labor and delivery is a very intensive job. It's hard work. A lot of our patients are epiduralized, which means they are numb from here on down. And that means if you're numb from here on down, you can't move your body. So, it's pretty physical. We have to move that weight. Staying fit, I just come from a philosophy that you only have one temple to live in, so you really got to take care of it. So I kind of look at that, for my fitness that way. Working out all the time helps me get through my own life struggles and help me reach and achieve my goals. When you're working a full-time job, as like say I'm building my business, it's not always easy. But during a difficult workout, I know how to get through that workout, which carries on into other areas of my life. And I like looking 56 and sexy. About my business, I am a marketing executive, and I help people set up accounts to an online wellness shop club. And in this particular shop club, we certainly give very high quality, eco-friendly products. In the middle of COVID, you want to stay free from toxins. So when you're using bleaches and Lysols and, Pine Sols and things of that nature, they contain a lot of toxins. So, and then they're also very damaging to the environment. So I help families, just change the way that they shop, as opposed to going to Walmart, Target, and getting their, Lysols and Pine Sols and cleaners and whatever they use. Not even that. Essential home goods, toothpaste, mouthwashes, soap, lotions, I provide a higher quality product, and as a preferred customer, I also offer 30 to 50% off on products, and I give thank you checks. My diet, I try to eat clean. So I don't eat a lot of, red meats or pork. I do eat chicken, fish, a lot of veggies. I can't say that I really diet per se. I just try to eat a well-balanced diet. But I too, like anybody else, if I find myself falling off the curve, whether it's with, candy or sodas and sweets and things, I try to be aware of that and get back on the ball wagon to eating clean. I have a Breville, that's my preferred juicer. And there are a lot of times I like the green juice. I think out of all of my juicing, I love the green juice. I love to juice with green apple, cucumber, celery, ginger, lemon, and just juice all of that, and kale. So a lot of times I'll go on like a 7-day juice fast just doing that. Sometimes in the morning to extend my fast, instead of eating something solid, I'll make a smoothie. After workouts, I'll make a smoothie, put a little protein powder in. When you get to my age, you don't build muscle as quickly, as in my 20s. So I do use a lot of supplements that way to, just help keep me healthy. I'm very big on vitamin supplements as well. How many babies have now? I've been in labor and delivery for a very long time. I've been in labor and delivery for over 20 years. So okay, let's clarify this question. How many babies have I actually delivered because the doctor didn't make it, or how many deliveries I've been involved in? Oh God, that's a lot. Like in 20 years, I've probably been involved in over 1,000 deliveries. Now that all depends. I work a 12-hour night shift. So in a 12-hour night shift, usually we may deliver anywhere from 1 baby to 7 or 8. It all depends on the flow of the night, if it's raining or a full moon. We were all working out. Jordan and his girlfriend and I were working out, and Jordan was doing his own thing, and his girlfriend and I, Talia and I, were doing our own thing. But her workout was kind of hard, so she and I both were trying to get through the workout. And at the end of the workout, this guy was down on the track like, y'all want to come get some of this running, y'all come on. And at the time, I actually felt pretty good. So I'm like, let me see what I could do, because I was a sprinter in college. I was a sprinter in high school. And so I went down, I felt really good. I saw Jordan doing his little sprints, and I just got kind of excited. I was loose, I was warm. And when I got down there and got down in my stance, and it just brought stuff back in that day. And when Jordan said go, I took off. So I would be amenable to a race because I didn't give 100% on that run. Mm-hmm. So I'm even kind of curious to see what I still got at 100%. And the 40, I think I can do a 40. I know I can do it in 6 seconds. I can probably get down to a good 5. I'm on Facebook at Lolita Jacintho. On IG, you can find me at RN with Love. And also, don't wait to be great. I'm not on Twitter yet. That's really about